everyone. Welcome to my YouTube. My name is Lacey. This is Gareth. Sir Gareth, Gareth Areno, whatever you want to call him. Right now he's being a little feisty little guy, so I'm going to call him Gareth Areno because he's so crazy. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. So this video today is all about being true to yourself. And a reminder that you are worthy of yourself. You are worthy of all the things you want and more just because you're you, not because of other people's ideal of you or how other people think you should be, act, or what you should want. And today, mostly what made me really think about making this video was I had therapy today. I was talking about how lately when I talk to my family or some people, I will like limit myself a little bit and not show my true self to them. And she did say that sometimes you don't need to always show your true self to others. But what she said to me that really struck a chord that I feel like it's kind of funny, but it also like makes sense is that we shouldn't be trying to prove ourselves to others and our worth and why what we believe in makes sense or what it blah blah blah, because half the time if people saw their true self dancing on a pole in front of them, they wouldn't even recognize them. And when I thought about that, like that's true. Like how often are we trying to prove our worthiness to others, or that we deserve respect, or that we deserve what we want, or that we're on the right path, or we're doing what's right for us, but like, and we're trying to get other people's validation, but those other people that we're asking for validation from, like, they're probably trying to figure it out themselves. They don't even know what they want or have an ideal or an inkling of it. And there's not to say that any of those like things are wrong, and that people who have it figured out or know what they want have it better than anyone else, but it's kind of like a reminder of like you should just do what feels right to you. And why is that so hard sometimes, you know? Like why is it so much easier? Well, it's not easier. I mean, being a people pleaser and I would say making other people happy all the time, it's actually kind of harder in the long run. And she reminded me today that like being selfish and choosing yourself and choosing your happiness is actually like the most beneficial, because then you have more space to give to others. And sometimes I need to be reminded of that, even though I truly know that deep down that the more selfish I am, the more I have space and the more that I want to help others and I want to be around others, and I have the ability, the time, the space to do that. But people see it as like being selfish is like wrong, and that's what society like teaches us all the time. Just because you're selfish doesn't mean you're mean or you're hateful to others. And I think that like somewhere along the way we all forgot that. We started thinking that to be selfish meant that that means you don't like others, or that you you you're selfish or hateful. Well, you know, wait, you know what I mean. I think that somewhere along the way we were taught that like that is wrong. And I actually feel like the more I started having self-love and practicing self-care and becoming a little bit more selfish in a way, I have room to be around others. The more I focus on my true self and whatever that may mean for me and not what others want of me and what they expect of me, the more I have room to show love to others, be there for others, do things I always wanted to do. But somewhere along the way, like we forget that. Well, I don't think it's that we forget that. We're taught that it's like wrong and that it is not the right way to be, and that to be selfish is to take away from others. But I don't think that that's the case. Sadly, that is not what the norm is, and that people think to have self-love or self-care like you're wrong, or you know, you only care about yourself. And I think that the more selfish I am, the more love I have for others, the more I focus on what's true to me. Gareth, buddy, don't do that. Buddy, buddy, don't do that. Don't do it. Look. Woo. the more that I open up, the more that I take care of myself and focus on my energy and making it a like how I want it to be, it gives me more room to be able to have space for others and want to be around them. But sometimes, others don't see it that way. And when you share your true self with them, maybe their opinions are. Okay, honestly, where this conversation came from was because I was telling her that a few people that I know, my family members, kind of made it seem like positivity and manifestation and all of that is very selfish and that it is all about me, 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 and what I want. And it kind of hurt my feelings and it actually made me feel a little bit more like closed off when it comes to talking about that. And that's where the idea of like, how do we, why do we hide our true selves when other people don't even maybe know what their true self is? Um, and I feel like that really kind of struck something in me. And I'm not saying it changed my beliefs by any mean, but it made me feel more small, as in like wanting to make myself more small instead of like speaking my voice loud and proud like I love and that I want to do. And I feel as though it kind of shook me up a little bit. And I guess today was a great reminder that for myself and for you guys, that whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, whoever you think you are on the inside, like be that person despite what other people think, because some people don't even have it figured out for themselves. Like, I love my family. I love all the people. I don't really dislike anyone. But some people don't even know what they want. So why are we letting them decide how we live our life? Even if you love them so, 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 so much and you want the best for them and you want that, you just have to be true to what you want to do, show that it works for you, and that's all that matters. And I know that. I everything in me knows this, but sometimes it's easy to get ahead of yourself, to forget, because you're human. We're all humans. And I needed that reminder today. And I felt as though you guys might need the reminder that whatever you want to do, whatever your purpose may be, however you want to live your life, like please do it because you want to do it, not because other people want you to do it a certain way. If there's something you've always wanted to do or something you've always wanted to try, please try it because you want to try it, not because other people expect it of you, or because maybe even if the people around you really are like kind of about it, maybe try it. That's why I do keep some of my goals and my stuff to myself. I do think that you should be very happy about what you're doing and um, how would I say it? Very loud when it comes to the things you believe in. Not in a way that shuts others down or makes them uncomfortable, but stand up for what you believe in and be happy about what you decide. But I do think at a certain time, there's like a certain level, like you want to have, when you have certain goals and dreams and all of that while you're working on them, sometimes it is good to keep them to yourself a little bit because other people's doubts, negativity, beliefs can kind of, like I said, bring you down a little bit. It can make you feel like you don't want to be seen or you shouldn't be seen or that what you're doing is wrong or that it's selfish or that it is whatever. But those are just other people's beliefs and that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that their beliefs aren't important to them, or it just doesn't mean anything to what you're doing, as in it shouldn't change how you act or do. Yes, if you're doing something that's harmful to others or mean to others, that is a different story. But if you are just doing something that works for you and makes you want to get out of bed every day and makes you want to live a better life, if someone just goes about it differently than you, like please don't let that be what stands in your way from following your dreams or following your goals or being yourself, because we're all just on this planet trying to figure it out for ourselves, each and every one of us. No one has it more figured out than anyone else. And that's even me saying this right now. I am just saying what feels right to me and what works for me. And I do think that yeah, if something feels right to you and something you feel like you're called to do it, try it. Like, just do it. Like, despite other people's doubts or negativity, please, for me, because even me posting this video right now is me doing that, me stepping out of my comfort zone, doing the things. So I'm doing it right now because I know that somewhere deep down inside I feel called to do this. Maybe one person watches this video and it makes them feel a certain way, or maybe like a lot of people, I don't know, but I do know that something inside of me feels called to share my story with others and share my ideals with others. That doesn't mean you guys believe in anything I say, and maybe everything I said doesn't make sense. But yes, today's video reminder that whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, is worthy of love. It's worthy of great things. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think about it. It doesn't matter what I think about it. Even me saying that. If you want to be a certain way or you want to do a certain thing, please do it for yourself. Reminder to be yourself. Be who you always wanted to be. If there is a little good angel on your shoulder or whatever you want to call it, telling you to try something new, or there's something you've always wanted to do, please just maybe try it for even a second. Look into what that may mean. Make a new, like, let's say it was making YouTube. I think I've mentioned this before. Like, let's say your dream was to be a YouTuber. At least make a YouTube channel. You don't have to post anything on it. You don't have, like some kind of small little step, you know? I'm not saying you have to, but this is your little nudge if you need it. If you're watching the video to this point, you might be into my little nudges of telling you to do it. So, I'm all about, you guys following your dreams and doing whatever feels right to you, because I do feel like the society today sets us up for thinking things need to be so perfect. One second. Society today sets us up for thinking that we need to do things in a certain way and do things how it's always been done all along, but there have always been people the entire time the earth has existed that did things out of the norm. So if you feel as though you want to do something that's out of the box, just know that there have been many, many people that have done it over the years, and that technically society sets us up for thinking that we're going to fail by doing it, but there are many people who have not failed. There are many people who have succeeded in trying new things and succeeded at being themselves and their true selves, and have helped others do the same thing. So if there's anything that you want to try out there, please try it for me or just try it for yourself. But either way, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this video made sense in some way or another. I kind of just spoke, so I don't know what I said or what I did. It just kind of came out of me. So I'm going to post it anyways because, I'm trying to, make this YouTube and do all that kind of stuff. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for following. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, comment, do all the other stuff, watch my other videos, watch all my shorts, do all the things. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.